Yes. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Rush, the morning empowerment call for heart-centered entrepreneurs. And if you're here and out to people who are out to make change in the world, you're here. Thanks for being part of that change. You are part of that change. You are part of this community. So thank you, each and every one. We value you here. So excited for this talk today, for this morning rush on being equipped. So I was thinking, like, what do we need to be equipped as entrepreneurs? I just saw this rocket taking off, and Journey came forward, the final countdown. What do you need to have, like, before you launch your business? What must your rocket ship, aka your business, have to take off? Like, what must it have? Um, there's three things that I came up with this morning. But before I talk anymore, I want to check in with my co-host, Money Coach Chris, who just had an led an extraordinary workshop for us this past Saturday. So, Money Coach Chris, you got anything in your tool bag that you feel like every entrepreneur must have before taking off?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I was thinking about that. Like, what do I notice that most successful people have? And it's, in my opinion, a team or people that they can count on. So whether it's their team that's helping them do things, or a coach, a mentor, but somebody to help bounce ideas off of, and or even collaborate and help them grow to be a better version of themselves for their team and for what they're wanting to accomplish.
Mm, yes. So don't go anywhere without a team, a coach, or a mentor. I love that you're
Mhm.
thinking about, like, what do successful people have? I thought this morning, what do I have that's helped me be successful? So I
Yeah.
like that you're thinking of it from that perspective. And there's one thing that came up for me too, and looking at other people who are successful too. And the one thing I came up with is a clear vision, a clear offering,
Hmm.
and the biggest thing that hit me too, and you said it, was a coach. So there's things I've done. I think you can, like, have terrible self-care maybe and have a successful business. It's possible. You can do it all by yourself. You could possibly have a successful business. But the moment I put a coach in my life, everything in my life has changed. And the moment other people I've worked with have taken coaches in their lives, I've had hundreds of clients say that they're like, it has been the absolute game changer in everything they do. And I think part of that is having, a mentor or a visionary. It's
Hmm.
having someone outside of your stuff who can help hold that and keep your vision intact. So there is sort of that team element there too. Um, and so that's where came full circle all the way back to, was for me, it's like, I don't think I'll ever do a business alone with again without a mentor or a visionary or a coach there in my corner.
Yeah.
um Cara, what are some tools that or let's say one thing you feel like every entrepreneur should have before they step out the door to share their business?
Um, well, you mentioned teamwork. I also think feasible opportunities, like really speculating on uh, what the need is or the demand for whatever that product is. And
Do you have an
I'm going to be,
example of, like, doing it alone versus when you had a team, like a difference it made?
well, yeah. So I did have a business alone, and it was successful for 15 years until COVID. And after COVID, I was just like, no more, I'm done. Like it was a physical business where I had to be there. And the opportunity was there, the demand was there, but there was no more room for expansion, like the laws, zoning, things like that. So really being able to expand it did not fit what I wanted versus what the reality is. So I love possibility. I love creating possibility. However, I have this, is it is it a feasible possibility? When somebody declares something, like I have somebody who I'm mentoring in the credit card business, and she wants, by the end of the year, she wants to have 30 people working for her and making 150,000 a month. She has no experience in that area. So it's just like, I love possibility, and also where can the feasibility be in there? So that's why I'm saying feasible opportunity, teams and teamwork, the game plan, the speculation of the game plan, the speculation of the structures, and my business sense is funding. Like, how are you going to get this funded? What's the roadmap there? And I've raised money before. I've raised millions for my ex-husband's business, and we did really well. I raised hundreds of thousands for my business, and we failed. You know, preparation for breakdowns, like giving room for breakdowns too.
Yeah, I want to come in here and add to that, Kara, because so that goes back to one of the tools that I'm special to is knowing your numbers. Because knowing your numbers and you can still know your numbers and fail. I'm going to be very honest with that, but knowing your numbers helps you at least to understand, okay, well, if I need this much money and this is how much this costs, or this is how much this is what I need to make this product or do this thing, then this is how much I need to bring in. For every new client, this is about how much revenue I bring in. Every new product I sell, this is how much revenue I bring in. And every new employee, this is how much they also cost me, how much I'm investing in them. So then you can have, then how much money you need to bring in to be successful for so many months. And then it just kind of spirals from there. So knowing your numbers and having tools, and there's so many ways you could do that. Even if you start out on Excel spreadsheet, but just knowing where your numbers are. And then obviously as you level up in your business, then you then need to hire people on your team to help you with that. So yes.
I love that. I have a feeling your voice would come forward here, because I was thinking of I was sharing with my wife about, the importance of the gift I got from you this weekend was even that saving while paying off debt is important, because debt can grow, but even putting a little bit aside for those emergencies, or to have fun, right? That you can actually start to really plan for your spending. So to me, I hear vision, like having a really clear vision, and you're planning for it. And you can be the visionary. You can be a CEO. David Rush sent this great video out about a morning routine of, oh my gosh, it'll come to me. One of the richest men in the world. And he said, I'm not supposed to make thousands of small decisions. I'm here to make a few big decisions. So as you think of growing a business, you can be the chief visionary officer, and you don't have to execute a single thing. You have a great team. So Kara, also appreciate that you said funding. I see your hand. I want to let AM come in here and then add in one more thing if you want before the breakout rooms. Mr. Noel.
Yes.
What do you want to share with us?
Absolutely. See, one of the first things as an entrepreneur is you got to go for who you are. See, all of us have got one thing common in all of us. We are all, 100 years ago, we were nothing. So, and some of you have participated in Landmark. You all know that in nothing, anything is possible. So from nothing, the first step you really want to create is your attitude. Your attitude is the one that dictates whether you're going to be successful or not. How you be, because the circumstances always going to dictate how you be. But when you declare that you are creating the circumstance, like yesterday, a day for
we got to keep it short so we can go to the breakout rooms.
Absolutely. Day for yesterday, I brought from the federal government $1 billion. Yesterday, one of the CEO called and said, listen, there's 40 pages. I can't do all of that. I say, call them back, play dumb. Play dumb to the federal government. They will assign somebody, and he got $2.5 million yesterday. Thank you.
All right. Cara, do you want to share one more nugget before we go to the breakout
Well,
room?
I'm going to negate some of what you said, AM, but that's okay. But
Yeah, let's
speaking
have
on
some
to you,
opposing views. We love
Yeah, like-
Absolutely. That's the whole idea.
perspectives here.
at,
Let's
like
go.
speaking from attitude will ensure your success. Doesn't, having been an entrepreneur of multiple businesses, I don't think that's just coming from knowing, so not coming from nothing. And,
We'll,
and
okay,
but
got it.
so I'm in the process right now, Ben, with vision, creating the vision. Like, how do you create the vision? So at 6 a.m. on Tuesday mornings, I'm meeting with a friend of mine who's a Fortune 500 CEO coach, and she's also a Landmark graduate as well as I am. And we're just speculating, like, how do we take this psychedelics game that my husband and now she wants to be part of it. She's has documentation on the most successful CEOs out there. Like, how do we create this vision to make it bigger? And like really speculating before even having that vision. What does it look like? Like all the pros, all the cons, all the obstacles, the legal system, things like that. So creating the vision is really, like you said, the first step. And I just don't even know what that looks like 5 years from now. So that's what we're speculating on as a team.
Cara, if it works for you, you should do it. Great.
I love the energy here that's boiling up. We're going to put it in the